Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel, MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. It is fabulous to be here with you. I welcome all newcomers and returning viewers and new subscribers. You know who you are. Thank you so much. And I just want to welcome February so very, very much. I felt the change in energy very, very quickly, I would say. And there is an energy changing, of course. There's planetary changes. There is, of course, the Aquarian season of birthdays, sun season for the close to the end of February, more like around the 18th, 19th. And then we have Pisces coming in, and that's always a very soft and giving and loving and vulnerable kind of emotional energy. We do have the full moon happening on the 9th of February, which is in Leo, which is fiery and boisterous and showy and fun, you know, and just not so much earth. So much earth has been in our lives and in the energy field. So that's kind of cool. Now, today I want to do something a little different that I haven't done. I've done it, but generally, as most of you know who are returning, I will do the tossing of my I Ching coin messages to you prior to the video for the time factor. But today I'm actually going to do it in front of you. Okay, so for those of you who continually come on and think, what are the I Ching coin and messages and so forth? Well, the I Ching coins are a divination oracle that's been around for many, 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 many years. And I received this gift from a brother of mine who is no longer on the physical plane and who passed away 3 years ago this month. And that'll be a conversation I have on the day, which is an important one to me. He actually purchased these for me in his tours around Europe and Japan specifically. As a professional world-renowned magician. So I've always cherished and loved these, and I would read them for friends and myself. And I thought, well, let me incorporate that along with, tarot readings. So I do this daily. Now, what I've done is I hold this, and I hold the space for everybody for an overall message. And while doing so and tossing these coins to create the hexagram, I would love to invite you to ask a question of your own that may come to mind on any topic of your life and see if it resonates with the message. Okay? So I shall do that now, and there won't be any talking during it. Actually, there will be a little talking because there's two twos and a 3. So that equals a 7. And I do this 6 times. One moving number, the number 6. 6s and 9s are moving numbers. That then becomes a non-moving, which is a 7, yin and yang. So I start to create the second hexagram as I go along. Eight. 8. 6, moving number. 2 moving numbers. And our last line to form the hexagram. Forgive me. 7. All right, so after having formed the hexagram, which is 2 trigrams put together, all very relevant to the hexagram because they all have meanings within the entire hexagram. So the lower portion of the hexagram, the first 3 are long, short, long, long, short, short. And I look at my key here, starting from the bottom. Long, short, short is Chen. And then I go top down, which is short, short, long. Just the opposite. And that is Ken. So Chen and Ken. And that's number 27. Interesting, we got that yesterday. That was the only card we got. I already put it away, but see, that's what I mean when we have repeated numbers like that. It's pretty impressive and powerful. And I will bring that out now, and I will read it to you after we're finished with this last card. And the moving messages will be on the first card. And then that turns into a long, long, short, which is 2E, and then short, long, long, which is sun, and go across 61. The first one being 27, like yesterday's. Nourishment. I love that term, nourishment, don't you? And then at the very back, 61 out of the 64 cards. Oh, I love it. Inmost sincerity. So that is number 61, and that is how I establish the hexagrams every day prior to videotaping, because like I said, it takes a little time. I don't mind doing it, but a lot of times people aren't really wanting to see that. So let me read to you the messages. And once again, if you weren't here yesterday, this is a repeat of yesterday's, and it's a beautiful message. But today we have the moving numbers, so we'll have extra messages. And that is I, number 27, nourishment. The above part of the hexagram is mountain, or Ken, mountain, arresting progress, and below is Chen, thunder and movement. I indicates that with firm correctness, there will be good fortune. We must look at what we are looking to nourish, and by the exercising of our thoughts, and seek the proper alignment, which I loved hearing, because it's so important we have the proper alignment on so many levels in our life and keeping that balance. So the two moving numbers were 6 in the second position, 1 looking downwards for nourishment or seeking it from the height. Above is contrary to what is proper and leads to evil. Let me read that again. 1 looking downwards for nourishment or seeking it from the height above is contrary to what is proper and leads to evil. Okay, I like how I read it the second time. All right. Take that as you will. And then we have 6 in the 5th position with a dot for emphasis. He is acting contrary to what is regular and proper. But if he abides in firmness, good fortune. He should not, however, try to cross the great stream. And that's a very common expression used in the I Ching coins, and I think we can hold in our hearts what that means to us. But I think it means just being strong and persevering in our lives in the best way we know how, and whatever that may pertain to. So that is the moving hexagram, which then becomes the non, which is Chung Fu. And it is, like I said, number 61, and the title is Inmost Sincerity. So the above part of the hexagram is sun, windward, and gentle, and the below part of the hexagram is Tui, lake, marsh, and joyful. And the final message for today is from the I Ching coins is Chung Fu moves even pigs and fish. Good fortune. Advantageous to cross the great stream and in being firm and correct. Sincerity will transform a country. And if those of you who have been following me, you know how much I love hearing that and how much I'm a believer in that. Those are fabulous for today, and I'm super happy to have shared with you the process. I hope that resonated with most of you, and those that are new, that you kind of get the feel of what the I Ching coins are about and what the messages are about. A lot of times very metaphorical. You have to go in within and see how that suits your life and situation. So then we go for our overall general tarot card for the day. And I am going to use my, oh, I took those away, that's right. I had a reading earlier. Let us use the cat tarot. Yeah. Illustrations by Megan Cott. One of my favorites. Sometimes I get a little caught up still in the meanings, because it was a gift from my birthday last October, and some of them are very understandable and some not at all, but that's okay. I have the book and I will read the book if I need to, because I've kind of gone on my own intuition, which is what I tend to do when I do readings, or, you know, my psychic connection that comes in and I'm supposed to be telling you. But I can also do the standard traditional meaning, so I'll do both. So we'll shake these up a bit and just say that it's a beautiful Saturday. In fact, it feels like spring, I'm not going to lie. Here in the San Francisco Bay Area of California. And I couldn't ask for better weather. I'm ready to take this month on, knowing full well we have a retrograde already, basically the shadow period starting. That's okay. I'm ready for it. We all can be ready for it. It's good to be ready for it. And if you haven't heard of it, please do check it out. Just Google it or go on any kind of YouTube site for the Mercury retrograde. And it's in different signs each time. This time it'll be predominantly in Pisces, but we'll go into Aquarius for a little bit, back into Pisces going forward. It's about relaxing and reviewing and renewing and being very, very flexible with schedules, and the fact that there'll be a lot of changes and delays if there's, trips and plans and such. It generally affects all moving parts like transportation, definitely technology. Communication can get a little askew. You just want to, dot your I's and cross your T's during this time. And yeah, so let's see what the Cat Tarot has to say. Oh, well, first of all, I'm really loving this right now because it is so perfect. I don't know, man. I love the spirit. I love the mystic. I love the unknown, the things we don't see, because they come to us regardless, if we're wanting it or we're looking. And we have the Two of Pentacles. But what I love about it, and I mean, the Two of Pentacles is denotes the earth signs. And like I said, we're always going to be probably pulling earth sign cards, even though we're in different energies throughout the year, because the predominant planets, the heavy duty, heavy lifter planets, are in earth sign, which is Capricorn mostly. Uranus is in Taurus, and the moon is in Taurus today for the next couple of days. So there's still that earth, of course. And the earth part of that is the feeling grounded, the substantialness. Is that a word? But basically just your foundation, the things that matter the most, all of your senses, all of your habits, your work day to day, your security, your foundation, your food. You have the Two of Pentacles. In the Cat Tarot, it represents their food, because it's always a little food, because yeah, it's about what are we eating, how are we nourishing ourselves on many levels, not just food. And it is about keeping that balance, working with other people in this time. It's a very relationship-oriented month. I mean, there is the Valentine's Day, but it's more than that. It's more of an opening of the heart chakra this month, particularly with things going into Pisces, because it's a very heartfelt sign. And look at the heart. There's a little heart. It's so perfect. I don't think I've ever pulled this one. Keeping it together, keeping it balanced, knowing you can do that. You got to think about it sometimes, work, life, home, relationship, home, work, relationship. It's a constant battle, isn't it? I'm sorry, did I say battle? Whoops. It's a constant balance. I don't want it to be a battle. I mean, I hope it's not a battle. Anyway, so that's our overall tarot energy for today, and I love it. I think it's so soothing and beautiful. Keep that heart open. And perhaps somebody of the Pentacles, which is Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Because they'll be coming around, or they're part of your life anyway, or someone you might meet during this particular month. When you got a little time, you're kind of reviewing stuff. Lo and behold, people come in. It's amazing when you least expect it. So let's finish with our Super Attractor card. You know how much I love these. This is about manifesting the life we choose, and it is by Gabrielle Bernstein. She's awesome. If you ever feel something you'd like to get these, I got this, and I got it for a friend, and a little journal that came with it, just to see the progress on how it's helping our energy to say and feel and think these things on a daily basis. Now, we've been getting new ones, I guess the last 3 or 4 times. And we had repeat ones, at least a good week or so of getting the same ones, which I felt was super important for us to hold that into our space to bring in our life we choose. But I'll just shuffle a little bit and then pull this one. Yes, we have gotten this, but not that often. And they're all good. They all have great meaning and wisdom that they can impart on all of us. The more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. Amen. And so it is. Yeah, I like that a lot. The more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. And I hope that's true for every single one of you. It feels like it is. I feel like you get this. And I appreciate you coming greatly. I have appreciation. I appreciate you being here and stopping in and liking and doing all those wonderful things that are very, very supportive. It is a month for that. Every month should be a month for that, right? But let's really focus on that and start anew and give us an opportunity to do so. And the new moon actually will be, I'm not sure of the date, but it'll be the latter part of the month, like the 23rd, I believe, February 23rd. So just kind of gear yourself up for that and things that you want to work towards and have happen for yourself, because that's where it's at. Thank you very much again. Take care of yourself, and until next time, bye for now. Whoops.